Hello, thanks for stopping by the MAC weather page for this Thursday, June 18th. And you can see pretty uniform temperatures with lots of cloud cover across the area. We expect some showers and thunderstorms to develop, especially across the southeast part of the state where some of them could be on the strong side. And that'll even be more so the case as you get down to the southeast into Ohio. If we look at the current expanded view of the state of Michigan, you can see uniform temperatures with all that cloud covered. You can see the southwest component to the winds as the warm front has pushed well off to the north, and we're waiting for the cold front to come through here later today. And again, that'll touch off some of the showers and thunder showers with the stronger activity, again, being across the southeast part of the state. If you look at the satellite view, and this is a pretty good indicator of what we've seen for the last several weeks and what we'll see most of the summer, I think we got a Bermuda high a little bit farther west. That's along a lot of southwest flow around it to bring up moisture from the Gulf of Mexico right up into the center of the nation. So we expect a lot of precipitation to fall all the way from Texas to the Great Lakes, up into the Dakotas and off to the northeast. I think warmer and drier than normal conditions we've seen over the southwest and especially across the western states. And as we put this into motion, you'll see the tropical moisture coming up. You'll see this big MCS complex come out of Montana and Wyoming into the South Dakota area, bringing some heavy storms there. And you'll notice a very dark indicator of warm temperatures across the southwest states during the daytime. And as we put this into motion, you can see all those things. You can see the moisture coming up from the remnants of Bill, and that's going to cause a lot of heavy rainfall across the Ohio and Tennessee valleys over the next couple of days. And then you can see, if we put it into motion again, the very warm temperatures off into the southwest states you've been hearing about lately. And of course, the big complex that develops right over South Dakota this morning. And if we put the next slide in here, you can see this is from, I believe, Jeff Keelan's brother Jay. And if I'm wrong, I apologize. But this is after 1.6 inches of rain fell the other day. And that gives them 11.6 inches since Memorial Day. So a lot of flooding down here in Monroe. And if we took a look at the next slide on the weather map today, we got low pressure across northern lower Michigan that'll be moving off to the east. High pressure will push this cold front through the area, so we'll have a very nice day on Friday with lots of sunshine, low humidity, and dew points. And that won't last too long, as we expect another system to move in from the west with another cold front that could bring a pretty good area of thunderstorms, kind of like the one you're seeing in the Dakotas, perhaps into the Great Lakes as we get into late Saturday night or Sunday. We'll keep an eye on that. Some of those could be strong to severe. And if we look at the MAC lightning detection map this morning, you see not a whole lot of activity, and that's been mainly across Wisconsin, just off our screen here. And if we look at the radar, you can see some of those showers and thunderstorms off to our southwest, which has been indicated on our lightning detection system. And if we look at the next map, you can see the quantitative precipitation here over the next 7 days. You can see the remnants of Bill hitting the Ohio and Tennessee valleys quite heavily, and then some of the systems dropping out of the northwest that'll affect the Great Lakes with moderate rain. Of course, you get under any thunderstorms this time of year, and they can produce locally very heavy rainfall. And if we look at the growing degree days from the stations around the MAC area, around the state, you can see the southeast part of the state, as expected, leads the way. But you can see we're ahead of last year in every location, and it's more importantly than that, this goes back to April 1st. The big thing is a 50% plant date on corn is more significant, as we are a good 2 weeks ahead of last year and about a week to 10 days ahead of 2013. If we look at the next slide, this is from Blissfield. You can see the 2015 running ahead of last year and certainly ahead of some of the other colder years we've had in the past. And if we go to Breckenridge, we actually have a normal line. We've got 20 years plus data here, so we got a pretty good database which we compare apples to apples with using an integrated system versus just the high-low. And you can see we're trending towards the normal area, just a little below, but certainly ahead of last year. And we expect that to continue over the next several months as we see temperatures give or take a few degrees above normal or below normal. But overall, we look for a pretty moist summer and temperatures near normal on average. Some indications now that July could actually warm up pretty nicely compared to normal, but we'll wait and take a look at that here in a few days when we come out with our July forecast. And you can see the next slide we have, this is here in Breckenridge, where we also have the soil temperatures at the 2, 8, and 16-inch levels along with moisture. And we have the this particular slide shows the temperatures of the soil at the 2 and 8-inch level along with precipitation during the period of May. So thanks for stopping by and have a great day, and 73s to all.